All right, cool. So, like, what's the first step right now?
So, first step is I usually go around the wrist 7 or 8 times. Just kind of depends on the wrist.
I got a fat wrist.
Yep. The biggest thing is I put this over the knuckle. And whenever you fight, whenever you connect with someone, you got to make sure these don't break and these don't good. The goal is to make a cast so that everything over there sits comfortable. So you see, knuckles sit in here, wrists are good to go. Right hand, jab. Whew.
Glory has shown me a lot, and I've definitely learned a lot. But what does the future hold for Glory in North America?
They look at distance, but when they're coming forward, you get the elbow.
Do you understand, like, the Glory rules? Knockdowns score the highest. Damage scores the second highest. Spectacular attacks, like flying knees, spinning stuff. Then it goes to just regular, normal strikes that land, and then ring control.
Doesn't want to sit there and overbox.
In kickboxing, we do a 10-point must system here in America. One person will get 10 points, the other one will get a 9. You get a knockdown, you lose a point, so it becomes a 10-8.
Gotcha.
That's the jab, and that might be a knockdown, yes.
As far as spectacular techniques, they are supposed to be graded higher. So, like, how much is it taking the athlete to do this technique and to score is usually how they'll grade it.
Is that a spinning back fist combination into a right hand?
We try and do everything to be familiar with the time of a round. So, like, when you're in the match, you're always aware of, like, how long the time is. You know, you're in a firefight with somebody, you're aware of how much time's left in the round, or you're down on points in the round, and you know you have 30 seconds left, you can push it, you know. So we try to do everything to the time of the fight.
The sad thing to me is that more people don't know what Glory Kickboxing is all about because there are so many other things.
What do you think Glory has to do to expand that, and especially in North America?
I always say with 3 3-minute rounds in kickboxing, you either get busy or somebody gets busy on you.
Yeah.
First time debuting Glory as a heavyweight.
You get in and you fight with strikes either in punches or kicks, the same number of strikes thrown in 3 3-minute rounds as you'll see in a boxing fight in 10.
We need stars, and we need to get out there and get noticed, because I think, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if you come to an event and you've never seen kickboxing and you watch it, you're like, man, this is incredible.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't like MMA because they go to the ground and you can't tell what they're doing and there's blood. This is pure stand-up striking.
Oh, big left hand that buckled wide.
And I've called boxing. I've called some of the biggest boxing fights the last couple of years, and I love this way better. It's just 3 rounds, and it's so much more Rounds exciting. down, covers up, and now Van Su's going for that knockout she so desperately wants.
So, in your opinion, what are the struggles that North Americans face in kickboxing?
The biggest one has to be time and experience. We have different sports, different scholastic sports that we push our children to. The opportunities that the Europeans and the Asians fight with, they get fights all the time, every other week. So it's constant for them, it's their job, as opposed to us, we fight maybe once every 3 months. So it takes longer, so the gap is gonna be long until we have more shows here, more quality, good shows, and guys that have a passion for it. That's the other thing, and not just in it for the money.
Everybody I know that watches it, when I tell them about Glory, they become an instant fan.
Glory's blowing up in a big way, just combat sports in general.
The more and more you guys compete, are y'all starting to see a lot more people from North America start kickboxing?
Com certeza, a gente está vindo, está fazendo excelente trabalho, está divulgando o kickboxing, está sendo muito bem visto, e eu acho que as portas é aberta para todos, né? E respondendo a pergunta, sim, na América, então com certeza vai ter muitos desafiantes.
And new super bantamweight champion of the world!
Are you a surfer? You like to surf?
Love surfing.
Because you're from California, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a requirement, but a lot of people do it.
Are there similarities in surfing and kickboxing?
Absolutely. You have to be in the moment because it's always changing and it's always shifting, and you have to keep your wits about you.
So which one's harder?
I think surfing's harder.
What?
Yeah, you're competing with nature's greatest force, the ocean. when I'm fighting, I'm just competing against another human. Doesn't care if you're there or not, it's gonna do what it does. In a fight, I'm in the ring with another human that I know has flaws, that has emotions, that has feelings.
Wow, that is deep.
We shadow box, we want to visualize that someone's in front of us, so we're going to block and everything, not just, you know, throw the strikes. So it's offense and defense, just mimicking the fight.
How much of this is just muscle memory, you know? Like, because, I mean, of course you have to do it over and over and over again.
Right.
But
So all these things like that, like a push kick, we have at the end of a session, they're gonna do probably 200 push kicks at the end of the session. So all these little movements are things that we break down, and we do kickouts where it's nothing but, you know, round kicks to the body. So it's just putting all the little things we do into the shadow boxing, into the fight. So like every one of these weapons, like that's a teep, that's a block to a kick, we drill that all the time.
Dope.
It's one of the things, like when she had a couple like head kick knockouts in a world tournament one time, and people asked her, "Y'all, we don't like specifically do that," but she just did it. You know, it's not like we sought to head kick someone.
Yeah.
It's just the girl threw a kick and she returned it. Something she drills all the time.
Oh, and another high kick, and that sends us buried down. This fight is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Glory Kickboxing. Where do I begin? I learned so much about low kicks, about high kicks, about spinning kicks, about how to defend everything. It's a lot to take in. North America is starting to develop a kickboxing nation. There's still a lot of work to do, but keep an eye on this. Let me know who your favorite fighter was in the comments below. It's okay to say me.